The Four Noble Truths, the Path to Shakyamuni Buddha. Dear beloved Dharma friends, today, as favorable conditions have come together, I wish to share with you a Dharma talk entitled The Four Noble Truths, the Path to Enlightenment. Let us return to one of the most foundational yet profoundly essential teachings of Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths, also known as the Four Aryan Truths or the Four Supreme Truths. This was the very first teaching delivered by the Buddha after his enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, the first ray of Dharma light that opened the door to awakening for both heavenly beings and humankind. Four means the number of truths. Truths refer to what is real, unchanging, and cannot be mistaken. Thus, the Four Noble Truths are four profound and sacred realities that every practitioner on the path of Buddhism must deeply understand. They are the truth of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering, the truth of the cessation of suffering, and the truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. 1. The truth of suffering, seeing the reality of life. Dear friends, living in this world, each of us has tasted suffering, from the moment we are born, through growing up, aging, falling ill, and finally leaving this life. This is the undeniable nature of existence in this world of samsara. The Buddha was not pessimistic, but he pointed out the truth. This is what we call the truth of suffering. Suffering here is not only birth, aging, sickness, and death. It includes the subtle, ongoing discomfort in every moment of life. Separation from what we love. When loved ones must part, we feel the deep pain of loss and distance. Being with what we dislike, we must endure the presence of those we resent. Not getting what we desire, our wishes go unfulfilled, and our hearts remain restless. The burden of the five aggregates, our own body and mind, form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness, flare up like fire, tormenting us with anxiety and inner storms. The Buddha gathered all these forms of suffering and declared, "Life is suffering, not to make us despair, but to awaken us, to help us turn inward and seek a way out." 2. The truth of the origin of suffering, the root of pain. If we know that life is suffering, we must seek to understand the cause. This is the meaning of the second noble truth, the origin, the accumulation, the root of all suffering. The Buddha taught that the root lies in ignorance, our failure to see truth clearly, which gives rise to craving, attachment, karma, and ultimately the cycle of birth and death. In the 12 links of dependent origination, ignorance leads to formations, formations lead to consciousness, and so on, eventually leading to old age, sickness, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, and despair. Each link is a step by which we chain ourselves to the wheel of suffering. The truth of the origin of suffering shows us clearly, suffering does not come from outside, it arises from within us. Ignorance gives rise to craving, craving becomes grasping, and from that, endless suffering is born. 3. The truth of cessation, the hope of liberation. Dear friends, at this point, one might feel anxious. Is there any way out? Yes, indeed. The Buddha clearly proclaimed, suffering can end. This third truth is the truth of cessation, the complete extinction of suffering. If ignorance is eliminated, then formations, consciousness, and all the rest will also cease. When this happens, there is no more birth, no more death, no more sorrow, pain, or despair. That is the realm of nirvana, a state of perfect peace, the unborn, the unconditioned, free from all affliction and rebirth. The truth of cessation is not mere belief. It is a real possibility if we follow the path the Buddha has laid out. 4. The truth of the path, the way to end suffering. And now, dear friends, the fourth and final truth, and the one that invites us to walk the path, is the truth of the path. This is the way leading to the end of suffering, the light that guides us out of delusion and into awakening. This path consists of 37 factors of enlightenment, including the 4 foundations of mindfulness, satipatthana, mindfulness of the body as impure, feelings as suffering, the mind as impermanent, and phenomena as non-self, helping us see clearly the nature of body and mind, freeing us from attachment. The 4 right efforts, abandoning unwholesome states, cultivating the wholesome, increasing the good, and maintaining what is good. This is the power of diligence that helps us steadily cleanse the mind. The 4 bases of spiritual power: desire, energy, mindfulness, and concentration. These help us fulfill true aspirations. The 5 spiritual faculties and 5 powers: faith, energy, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. When these are developed, they become strong forces that dispel all wrong views. The 7 factors of enlightenment: investigation of dharma, energy, joy, tranquility, mindfulness, concentration, and equanimity. These qualities gradually bring us into deep meditative insight. The Noble Eightfold Path: right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This is the practical roadmap, the backbone of Buddhist practice, deeply rooted in daily life, yet leading to liberation. Conclusion. Dear respected Dharma friends, the 4 Noble Truths, though just 4 in number, open the door to an entire universe of truth. This was the first light of Dharma, the master key to unlock enlightenment for anyone with sincere faith, commitment, and determination to practice. Understanding the truth of suffering helps us not mistake suffering for happiness. Knowing the truth of the origin helps us identify the root of suffering and cut it off. Seeing the truth of cessation gives us confidence that liberation is real. And walking the truth of the path is how we gradually free ourselves from the ocean of suffering. May each of us, as children of the Buddha, always keep alight within our hearts the wisdom flame of the 4 Noble Truths, using it as a lantern to guide us through the long night of birth and death. I sincerely wish you all diligence, peace, and swift attainment of the path. Thank you for joining me today. I would truly love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below and share one insight you gained from today's teaching and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your reflections mean so much to us, so don't hesitate to share. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to continue creating meaningful and inspiring content. Thank you again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.